January is the month of discovering your life's task. It's about planting the seeds of mastery. Each of us is born with a unique essence, something marked into our DNA. You are a once-in-history phenomenon. Your genetic code has never existed before and will never exist again. This uniqueness first reveals itself in childhood. Deep within, there are forces pulling us towards certain experiences while repelling others. We're guided by an invisible thread. It's as if, from the moment of your birth, a seed was planted. That seed is your uniqueness, your calling, and your life's task is to nurture that seed into full bloom, to grow, to transform, and to express your essence through your work. Somewhere inside you feel it, an urge, a voice, a sense of direction. If you follow it, you increase your chances of fulfilling your purpose and touching the sacred. When I was about 8 years old, I realized I wanted to be a writer. I loved words, I loved books. At first, I dreamed of writing novels, but after college, I needed money. Becoming a novelist didn't seem realistic, so I turned to journalism. I worked as a writer and editor in New York, until one day an editor invited me to lunch. After swallowing his last bite, he told me why he brought me there. He said I didn't have what it took to be a writer. My style was strange, undisciplined. He said I should seriously consider another career. Law school, maybe business school, anything but writing. His words hit me like a punch to the gut. But within a few months, I realized he was right, at least about journalism. It wasn't my path. My work lacked soul because I was on the wrong road. That realization triggered a period of wandering. I traveled across Europe, working every job you can imagine. Construction in Greece, teaching English in Barcelona, hotel receptionist in Paris, tour guide in Dublin. I even interned at a documentary company in London. I wrote novels and plays. I returned to Los Angeles and worked in film, research, screenwriting, assistant directing, and even joined a detective agency. Over many years, I worked more than 60 jobs. By 1995, my parents were seriously worried. I was 36 and still drifting. I felt the pressure, even moments of depression, but deep down, I didn't feel lost. Something was guiding me, pushing me to explore, to keep writing. That same year, while working in Italy, I met a publisher named Joost Elfers. One day, while walking along the canals of Venice, he asked me if I had a book idea. Out of nowhere, something stirred inside me. I said I had been reading history, especially about Louis XIV, and I noticed how people in power often play hidden games. They manipulate, deceive, pretend to be saints while acting in their own interest. That's when the idea came, a book about power. As I spoke, I felt something come alive in me. It felt right. Joost saw my excitement and offered to support the project. If I could write half the book, he'd help me sell it. Back in LA, I gave everything I had to this book. Every ounce of energy. I poured into it everything I had learned, from writing, journalism, decades of strange jobs, horrible bosses, and real-life observation. The result was The 48 Laws of Power. That book changed everything. It became a massive success, beyond anything I expected. But when I look back, I see that success wasn't sudden. It was the result of listening to a voice I had first heard in childhood, a whisper saying, "Keep going, try again, don't quit." That voice led me to my life's task. Even after 25 years and multiple books, that voice still guides me. I need it every day. Each book I write feels like part of a destiny I was always meant to fulfill. I believe everyone has this purpose within them, but it might take years to uncover. Sometimes it doesn't appear until your 30s, 40s, or even later. The most important lesson is this: it's okay if it takes time. The point is to keep listening, keep searching, and never stop believing that your life's task is real. Because once you find it, everything changes, forever.